The kitchen is still of butter toast. I am teasing when Jungkook set up meltdown on the counter and grabbed his blazer. He didn't say a word. He was too busy. Sweet strawberry jam off his thumb like it had been in Jungkook just an hour ago. Jungkook eyes pause. They linger longer than they should be. That same thumb, that the same, and now this little smile. Tahan sweetly leaning on the counter. You are late. He wore nothing but a soft t-shirt and confident, standing there like he was the king of mischief. Jungkook adjusting the collar. Tahan tattled his head with fake innocence. What? Eating breakfast? My apology. Should I escape food today? To your poor said. Our heartbreak. Jungkook choking slightly. Goodbye, Tahan remember deadly issue. Jungkook signed family Taehoon. Taehoon only wiggled his finger in a lazy way as Jungkook headed toward the door. Taehoon calling out, try not to stare at your phone too long waiting for me to text you. I'll busy being emotionally abandoned. The tiny valley of the door jingled as Taehoon pushed it open. The soft smell of tears and distant disappointment filled the air like being hugged by an old ex you forget how to love. The cafe buzzed with quiet energy. Students were at a laptop and older cops set a smile over a set and began the counter jamming behind the machine. Oh look who finally escaped the mansion and decided to walk among simple folk. He talked forward. Demonstrating so how's the life did Mr. Caesar finally propose maybe with a diamond the size of your attitude. Theon dropped his toast bag on the floor and the politely Theon, please don't start. Jimin laughed him on a pen eyebrow rising. Jimin, oh no, that's that bad. Theon pulled the apron over his head with a dramatic sign. We were this close. He held up two fingers almost touching. Theon lowering his voice so close to turning every surface in that penthouse into something out of a romantic drama. Jimin leaning in Taehoon nodding seriously, especially in the kitchen counter. Jimin smirking, and then Taehoon rolled his eyes, crossing his mind. Taehoon Yoongi rang the doorbell like it won't him ring. Jimin eyes widened. Oh no. Taehoon, oh yes, I was basically halfway gone, and Jungkook's head was. Jimin quickly raising a hand. Stop right there. I need to keep my mind clean for work. Taehoon smiled. You asked, Jimmy signing, and you were ready to give details. They moved behind the counter, falling into the rhythm of making a drink or organize. The word of the jungle and the softness of milk filled the space around them, but the silence doesn't last forever. Jimin gently glanced sideways. Are you okay? Thoughts, I mean, really okay? Taehoon paused mid for his face, and Taehoon his confusion. Jimin, one moment it's all and the softest like they mean everything, and the next it's like he's scared of feeling anything at all. Jimin thoughtful, maybe he is scared. Taehoon gave us half a smile, bittersweet. Taehoon quietly, yeah, well, he is not the only one. And with that he turned back to the machine to steam warm. Jungkook is the silence of Lincoln tension. Jungkook sat at the head of the long glass table, holding a phone, pretending to listen. Slight flicker across the screen. His assistant, Hobby, was speaking probably about the new pitch deck of investor, but Jungkook was not hearing a single word. His mind was far from business instant. All he could think about was the cup of the hands when he had reached across the table for toast. The soft glint in his eyes when he heard whisper, "Miss Time, I'm answering the door." Jungkook tightened his grip on the pen when he slipped it into the seat beside him, calm as ever, whispering out of the side of his mouth. Young teasing, "You look like a man hunted by his own choices." Jungkook, "I'm fine, Youngie, that's your I just got interpreted at the worst position possible time." Face. Jungkook turned to glare, but Youngie only eyes were low. Youngie continued, "I know that look is the same on you had when you accidentally washed that not so safe perfume out during the meeting." Behind rotated his teeth. "I said I'm fine." Young is nothing so, and I didn't just say the exact same things this morning to him when I rang your doorbell and heard someone there from inside. Jungkook, Youngie chuckled, "Now you remember my name. Good. So what's the problem? You like him. He like you. The tension between you two could melt still. Just say it. Tell him how you feel." Jungkook tightened his jaw, nodded in the pause. His voice softened. Youngie, oh, I got it. You are not worried about the closeness. You are scared. Jungkook defensively, I'm not scared. Youngie, gentle, yes, you are. And not of what you two might do. You scared that if you fall for him, he will fall. You won't know how to stop." Jungkook didn't reply. His eyes dropped to the sunny table. The reflection stared back. He looked like the man he wanted to be. Youngie calmly, "He's not asking you to look without a neck. Jungkook, he is not a neck. You just have to stop acting like every time he touches you, it's a wrong." Jungkook went hustling. The sun had gone behind the tall city building. By the time Jungkook came home, his shoulders were tense, his tie hung loose like he was choking him. The old meeting had been exhausting. Youngie had made things harder with his sharp throat, and Taekook had been on Jungkook's mind all day like a soft head under his skin. Jungkook dropped his knee into the by the door, touched off his shoes, and soon that's when the warm smell of garlic and basil to the nose. He followed the scent and followed him on the couch. He was wearing a loose tank top and grey. His legs were folded under him. His attention fixed on his phone as if he didn't own the whole room. As if he didn't own Jungkook's mind. Taekook without looking up. "You are late." Jungkook thirdly board meeting. Taekook clicked his and looked up. Taekook board. Jungkook sat down to the pass from him, eyes not leaving his face. Jungkook a little of both. A pause followed. The air between them stretched thick with something unspoken. Taekook quietly, "You didn't test." Jungkook caught off guard. Taekook quickly looked away. "Not that I care. Just saying, if you were lying in a ditch somewhere, I'd like hang up next time so I can play my funnel outfit." Jungkook lip twist. Jungkook softly, "I'll remember that." Summers again, not cold, but not warm either. Jungkook, Jimin, say hi. Jungkook, Yoongi, say you are Taehoon. Correct. I once threw at him. He deserved it. A real laugh sketched on the blue smile, but honest, his shoulder dropped for the first time that day. Tehun looked up, his voice softened. Tehun rough day. Jungkook didn't speak, he just looked. His eyes drawn to the soft line of Tehun. Thought his shirt at Tehun teasing, but gentle. You gonna keep staying like that, or are you finally going to admit your got feelings? Jungkook stood and walked towards him. He sat beside him on the couch, close enough to feel the warmth but not touching. Jungkook quietly, I don't know what this is between us, but it's the only part of my day that feels real. Taehyung slowly placed his phone face down on the table. Taehyung moved Jungkook turned towards him. Jungkook, I'm not good at this with emotions or people. Taehyung gently, I noticed. Jungkook, but I'm trying. Taehyung looked at him. The usual playfulness following or just a moment. You better be because I'm not pretending anymore either. Jungkook had lowered slowly, cheerful. He pressed his forehead to Taehyung and closed his eyes. Jungkook whispered, I'm not walking away this time. Silence, comfort, the kind they had already chased but never caused until now. Then Taehyung pulled back with a light curse. Taehyung, if you think that little forehead moment make up for what happened this morning. Jungkook groaned as he stood up to get water. Jungkook, you will never letting that go, are you? Taehyung folding his arm, never. I will carry that disappointment with me forever. Jungkook choked in the kitchen from behind the counter. His wife pointed out, Jungkook, tomorrow night? Taehyung confused, what? Jungkook peeked out in the corner, eyes shining. Jungkook, I'll make it up to you probably. Taehyung's smile comes slow and full of meaning. Taehyung, I'll hold you to that, boss man. After Jungkook promised to take things slow and disappeared upstairs to fresh up, Taehyung had no plan to just sit and wait quietly. Taehyung let out a deep sigh and dropped onto the couch. He pulled out his phone and the screen lit up with the message from Jimin, his ever-sassy friend who always knew how to stir things up. Jimin takes, well, what's going on? Are you still playing it slow with Mr. CEO? Taehyung shaking his head with Jimin. Taehyung takes Jungkook upstairs, taking his sweet time, but I'm not sure how much longer. He said he'd be good. Almost instantly, another message popped up. Jimin takes, how won't be good for long if you don't do something soon or come over and help you to trust me. Taehyung text, help me out please. We got this. Here be the one beginning in no time. Taehyung chuckled and tossed his phone aside. He stood up and ahead for the stair, determination in every step. Taehyung mumbled to himself. He thinks he is the only one who can teach. Let's see about that. As he reached the top of the stair, Taehyung slid off his and let it fall to the floor. Now wearing only a loose pair of iron socks, he walked towards the bedroom with a calm confidence. The sword used low on his, just enough to tempt it, not too much. His hair was still messy from sleep. His chest were and glowing under the soft light inside the room. Jungkook was standing near the bathroom doorway, a bucket dozing around his waist. His dropped his hair fall over his forehead, drops of water still coming to his skin. And smiling as his eyes went over Jungkook from taking your sweet time, huh? His voice was calm, teasing, but under there was heat. He leaned against the doorframe of the bathroom, fully aware of the effect he was having. Jungkook was present silently, then talking with something deeper. His big jaw flirted to the hand's waist before quickly moved back to his face. Jungkook, are you seriously dressed like that right now? His voice was low, stressed, like he was trying very hard to keep his control. You never said I had to wear anything else. This is still my house too, isn't it? He took a slow step forward, closing the space between them. His eyes hold that tension, during Jungkook to react. Jungkook did cross his hand, almost racing for Taehoon, but stopping midway. He was trying to stay calm, but the fire between them was now. Jungkook softly, you are going to get us both in trouble. Taehoon, trouble? Me? I'm just helping you relax, remember? He spoke sweetly, pretending to be innocent, while every move said otherwise. Jungkook gave up the battle. He stepped forward and gripping Taehoon's arm, pulling him close. The shifted dangerously, hanging on. Jungkook whispered, you sure about that? Taehoon breathed as Jungkook ran against his. The teasing was gone now. What replaced it was raw energy. Nathan opened his mouth to speak, but he didn't get the chance. Jungkook leaned in and not gently, but like had been waiting all day to happen. It wasn't soft or careful, it was hidden, longing all at once. Then thinking so much for taking it slow. Jungkook can move around the hand waist, pulling him closer. Fall the floor, forget as the Jungkook finger explored the him his shoulders like he was afraid the moment would vanish. Jungkook, you drive me crazy. Do you know that? The hand panting slowly. Good, that was the plan. They both laughed softly against each other, uh, heart pounding. Every inch of space between them disappeared as they sank deeper into the moment, not just pulled together but emotion too. The night was still young, but neither of them cared, because in that moment, wrapped in exhaustion, it didn't matter what promises were made out taking things slow. They had already fallen. Taehoon groaned softly as he cracked one eye open. Taehoon, mommy, why is the sun so bright? Why does my whole body feel like it run a marathon in a thunderstorm uphill? The sunlight was gentle, but his body was absolutely not okay. Every part of him ached, especially his thighs and back, which felt like they had been on a spiritual journey of pain and then dramatically 3. Gasping, I was out of my mind, triggered by your raps and your sweet promise. Jungkook honest, I kept my promise, didn't I? He leaned over and gently Taehoon's shoulder. Jungkook 3 times. That's called effort. Taehoon quoting effort. You attacked me like a man on a mission. He grabbed a pillow and let loose with Jungkook. Taehoon, I was just trying to tease you a little, not start a stamina competition. Seriously, do you train for this in secret? Jungkook, and you started it, Taehoon throwing his head up. All I did was wear your oversized. He covered his face with the pillow and kept it behind. Since when is that an invitation for a full of war? Jungkook, leaning closer softly. You are too when you put like that. And him thought his finger deadpan and unfriend. Jungkook, I had to lean to the bathroom this morning. You owe me 3 back massage and a foot rub at the earliest. Jungkook nodding instantly. Done all of it. Hungry and also breakfast in bed. Jungkook, you are already in bed. Taehoon rising word exactly. So where the food? Jungkook laughing. Alright, 10 minutes. Don't die while I'm gone. Taehoon on the chicken stood up, stretching and apart as well before walking to the hallway. Taehoon rolled into his bag with a sign hugging the pillow Jungkook had just left behind. It smelled like Jungkook collagen warmth and he tugged Taehoon pillow. Did this man ever get me pregnant? Gave his phone from the nightstand and saw 2 messages waiting from him. Jimin, so did he finally fulfill the prophecy or what? Jimin, second later. Wait, did he break you? Taehoon, no, Allah. Ever he winced at the soreness in his things. Taehoon tapping, fulfill, I'm out of stock. Taehoon, next message. He broke me like glue sticks. Taehoon, I'll go, I'll snap it, I'll dance the end. Jimin replied from far. See, laughing emoji and another message. Jimin, you are all sis and screens, but deep down you are a soft little proud of you. Taehoon smartly dropped his phone back into the magazine, pulled the blanket off his chin and buckled himself like Taehoon to himself. Tonight I'm saying no. No matter what, I'm going to protect my peace, my dignity, my things. But even as he said it, a sharp sound triggered at the corner of his lip. Taehoon's shining eyes proving, who am I kidding? I'll probably say yes again. And with that, he sank deep into the bed, the sheets, and the memory of a night he definitely wouldn't forget anytime soon. When Jungkook returned to the room, the warm, cozy smell of butter, egg, and something crazy filled the air. Taehoon peeked out from under the blanket like a very tired and very dramatic prince. His eyes were half open, his hair a wild mess, and his face held the clear message, you can't bribe me. But then his stomach let out a laugh. Taehoon, you are trying to me again with food? Jungkook smiled calm. No, I'm trying to apology to your legs. Taehoon hugged and narrowed his eyes, but didn't stop Jungkook from placing the tray on the bed. There it was, fluffy scrambled eggs with tiny green herbs, golden toast cut into perfect slices of fresh fruit like little heart, and the most beautiful cup of coffee, sweetened just the way he liked it. Strawberries sat proudly on the cup in like some kind of decoration. Mummy, you did not just Jungkook handed a fork with the face already something like last night. Nearly choked on air, eyes wide and shocked. You absolutely means. Jungkook chuckled and settled beside him on the bed, propped on a pillow like he had every right to be there. He already dressed for the day in a soft, absurd sleep, all his back still soft and thinking, why does he look like a movie hero when I look like I got hit by a train? Jungkook taking a sip of his own coffee. We got meetings soon. You, however, need to rest. No more cafe duties today. Importing a toast at him. Excuse me, you do not get to my spine and then tell me I am not allowed to have a job. Jungkook rising in a way. Your job today is to eat, please lie down and take genuine dramatic updates about your life. You do not get to be and bossy. Pick one, Jungkook smirking. You don't mind last night when I was bored. Then wearing a stroke finish that sentence and I will poke you with this fork right in the heart. Jungkook grinned and closer. Eat. Taehyung soft and sugar pink, still not forgiven. He took a bite anyway. Taehyung mumbling with his mouth full and keeping a trauma diary. Jungkook stood and walked to the entrance, picked up his bag and fired. Jungkook smiled gently. Wear it with your non-hand. Shaking his head, you are an actual villain. Jungkook walked into the door. I'll come early. We can cuddle, watch something, or maybe do a round four. Taehyung back in, throwing a pillow. Get out right now. You devil. Jungkook laughing as he slipped out. Love you too. The door closed behind him. The room fell quiet again. Taehyung to the stove saying, God help me, I am in love with a monster. Still he smiled softly and took another bite.